Yes, that's JOEBILINE here, and welcome to episode 19 of the Road to Glory. Not quite sure what we've got today, but let's have a look. Harvest is gone. We've said goodbye to Harvest. So I guess now we've still got a week of Champions League Part 2. And I've spotted some news earlier about Freeze. We're all thinking, are we getting Freeze tomorrow? We're not getting Freeze tomorrow. Freeze is next week. Antoine has confirmed. I saw that on Twitter earlier. Antoine, the community guy at the moment, he's confirmed that Freeze is next week. But Icon Strikes have been updated. Icon Strikes have been updated. The words. I've just said words. There's a community survey to fill out. Just purely negative, but 2000 XP today. I must say, I will never not be grateful for things that are free, because free is free, regardless of anything. Free is free. But 750 gems is very nice, and then to go down to more realistic, what you'd normally get from these type of things, 5 skill boosts, 2000 XP. But that 750 gems, I think I've seen people complaining, I've seen people moaning about this next day reward and stuff, saying, oh, we're only getting this. It's free for just logging in. We don't have to do anything. It's free. Could they be a bit better? Well, anything could be better, but it's free at the end of the day for doing nothing. And if they gave us 550 gems day one, people would have expected the same. But because they gave us such a great reward day one, people expect every day to be great, and now they're a bit ungrateful. Yeah, the 5 skill boosts isn't that good, but it's free. It's free. You don't have to do anything. And obviously we get an 85 booth on for 20 days, which is an 85 elite with a nice design and a booth on who's a good player. It's a nice reward. It's free. So yeah, I don't get people who complain about things that are free. It's literally free. It's free. But let's have a look. So we'll just claim that for the day. Champions League, I don't think I need to rush and do that. Yeah, I've got 2 there. Obviously we looked up where was that. Special matches have refreshed, so I need to power through those as well. The reward path, obviously we can claim that now, and now it's just a case of this week grinding down to get Dembele and Zapata, who we can get both of. We've got another spin on this. Let's have a spin of Rooney. Obviously we've got coins previously. We've got another, and it's the 80 elite. So the elite tour continues, but we're still in that bottom half, and there's the 2 non-rares there. So I feel like when we get to the guaranteed, we're going to end up with these non-rares. And despite getting lots of elites, it's all the lower rated ones. Team of the week, I saw they're still working. They've acknowledged it now. They've acknowledged the issue. Only a week later, but they've acknowledged the issue. They're still working on it. But yeah, Freeze is next week. Don't know when. Will we have to wait till Friday? Will we get it early in the week? I don't know. Maybe they'll wait till the end and release it as Champions League expires on Friday, and we'll get Freeze to replace it, or maybe there'll be a slight overlap. Who knows? We'll have to wait and find out. We looked at the calendar. Let's have a look what this week's objectives are for the Icon Strikes. And what do they want this week? Western Europe Chem, but only 4. We need 4 Western Europe. So Western Europe is the Belgian League, the Dutch League, the Scottish League, the Irish League, and the Portuguese League. So you need 4 from those. Okay. So looking at who I have in my squad already from these eligible leagues, we need 4. So we can throw Vormer in there, probably throw Tavs in there, and I'll just have to fit 4 men in. But this is going to be the first league week where it's a bit of a challenge. But we'll need 4 at least. So they've acknowledged that you may not have as many of them. They've dropped it down to 4. But the issue still is 300 goals. Now, one thing that you could do... one way you could do, say you know that if you're going to play normal modes, it's going to... Because if I went that as my active now from my usual side and use my stuff for league versus league and stuff, it's going to be a lot harder. If I set that as my active, so that's my team that I'm playing with naturally, There is a way around. Well, one, you still got to get the goals, so the goals are still going to come, 300 of them. But if you know that your 15 matches you need to win your division rivals, you may struggle with. There is a way around this. What we need to do is go into my legacy. We've got that as my active side, and we're going to play versus the attack matches in my legacy. Right, we're going to go into 1-6. Okay, we're probably not going to win. Hopefully we can win this. But I've not had an easier matchup as I've had. So this is the risk you take. Okay, it's going to be pretty even. This is the risk you take, though, with Legacy, is you don't know what your overall matchup is going to be like. But if you've got a decent-ish overall, that when you get matched up in Legacy, you're winning most of them. You can just use my Legacy to play your games. And that way you've got your players set as your main lineup, but because Legacy uses your Legacy lineup, oh my god, I've not played Legacy in ages and I forgot the power curve of the keepers and defenders. There we go, we finally scored. But he's shooting back. We're not going to get one more in, are we? We're going to end up drawing, aren't we? We're going to end up drawing. Right, so we've won that 9-8, and obviously you just saw we had none, but we played it in the legacy mode. If we jump back over to icon strikes, we've got goals counted and it's counted as a win. So say you need to get your 15 wins with a weak insider, you don't think you're going to get it in normal division rivals mode, you can use legacy mode. That does, depending on how many you can score, it does mean you're going to have to be fair, 300 goals. If you score 10 goals a game, maybe you won't all games. That's 30 games in legacy. For the harder weeks, you could just play legacy mode if you've got a squad capable of doing it, or you can obviously jump in to unranked matches in division rivals if you don't want to affect your ratings too much. If you're using a lower side, use unranked to score goals. So some weeks with like this, you have got options to get around it without affecting it too much. If it's going to affect your side, just make sure you're setting it as your active side, because they patched the thing where you could have it just as a second lineup and it not be active. But that's how I'm going to do that. I just need to remember when I'm playing in between the modes to set the active for the icon strike one that I want to do. There's a little tip on how to do the icon strike objectives when it's going to be a week where it's going to seriously hinder your overall. But do leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new here, come follow me on Twitter at joebilineHD, and I'll see you all later. Peace.